Welcome to another weekly update, or bi-weekly update. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I do it when I can. So let's cut to the chase. Ludicrous Plus is released. It brings 0 to 60 on P100 DL Pluses down to 2.4 seconds or below. YouTuber Adam Ruins Everything uses false information to gain popularity. Big surprise, to bash EVs. I've never really liked his channel. Watched a few of his other videos previous to this, and while he's a very energetic and exciting fellow, he's annoying as piss, and basically I've caught him using false information on a lot of other stuff, so I just turn his stuff off and don't even watch it anymore. There we go. Electric GT Tesla does 0 to 60 in approximately 2.3 seconds, and apparently they're stripping the car down or something like that, and removing everything that's not necessary for racing, and by doing that, they were able to reduce weight, bringing 0 to 60 times down. Tesla Autopilot director quits. His name was Anderson. Apple's Swift developer is hired. Welcome, Chris Latter. Tesla is also increasing capacity at existing superchargers, namely those like California, New York, Chicago. Well, not really Chicago, even though there's a ton of Teslas in Chicago. I've never had a problem charging at Tesla superchargers in Chicago. It seems like the ones in California have a lot more leeches using them when they really don't need to be, or hogging them, so on and so on and so on. $7,500 tax credits are going to be expiring soon. Tesla's hitting the limitation for the tax credits for them as a manufacturer. So the $7,500, if you haven't applied for it yet, you might want to do that soon. I mean, it's really, you're really running out of time here. Let's see. Tesla adds back ability to go 5 miles over the speed limit. I mean, seriously, what did they think would happen when they took away your ability to go 5 over? First, they took away the ability to go any speed on any road. Then they took away the ability to go 5 over on undivided highways. And I just got suckered into it, and I was holding out for it to be removed because I know tons of owners that were pissed about that, and so I held off. Even told service not to update. They actually removed the firmware for some reason, even though everybody else is now getting the unrestricted firmware. My car decided to re-download a older version, so now I am restricted at the exact speed limit on undivided highways. Unfortunately, what the car thinks, or what Tesla thinks is an undivided highway and what's not, are two different things. I'm actually on an I'm on a divided highway right now, and you got the concrete center. This is a highway, and it's going to be morphing into a regular city road. In fact, actually the car's slowing down for no reason below the speed limit, so on and so forth. And I mean, it's inaccurate. They should just give every road the ability to go any speed until they figure out what's a divided highway and what's not. Wyoming passes a bill to allow direct sales for all manufacturers. Not just giving a special privilege to Tesla, but Wyoming will be allowing direct sales for any manufacturer, which is how it should be. You can choose to go with a dealer, or you can choose to go direct. Enhanced Autopilot is finally released fleet-wide. Gigafactory will actually also manufacture electric motors as well, including the motors for the Model 3. Tesla removes launch mode restrictions on all launch-enabled performance cars, which there was a restriction where after you used it, X number of times, launch mode would restrict the overall available power, and that was not something they disclosed at all anywhere until just recently found out by, I believe, Jason Hughes again. Shout out, hi Jason. And there's also quite an amount of backlash over that, and I kind of called that too. I said, man, they better have their lawyers ready on that. Well, apparently they rolled that back. They will no longer be restricting launch mode on performance power output on performance cars that have it enabled. But they did say the computer systems will still be monitoring the use of launch mode and the wear and tear on components, and will alert Tesla if something's at a failure-ready state or excessive wear, so that way a component can be replaced before complete failure. Tesla is now officially part of the Takata Airbag recalls, and if you should have, or if you haven't yet, you probably will be receiving a notice in the mail within. If you haven't gotten it already, you should have it within the next week. If you don't get your recall notice by the end of January 2017, January 2017, because who knows, someone might be watching this 20 years from now. Please contact Tesla service, and they will ask if your car is or is not currently affected by that, and if it is, when you can go for your recall replacement. I won't state. I know older Teslas are currently affected, and I'm getting mixed information about newer ones, whether or not newer Teslas will or will not be covered by that and are part of the recall. So I know old ones are. I'm not going to say whether they are or not for the newer, like refreshed or current vehicles. So just contact Tesla service or your country's Tesla support phone line for specifics and to confirm. The National Highway Transportation Safety Administration closes the Tesla Autopilot probe. Yes, Tesla got probed on their Autopilot. And a lot of it had to deal with the recent accidents while people are improperly using Autopilot. And the conclusion was Autopilot has in fact reduced the amount of accidents by 40%, and the 100D is now available now that the January 15th deadline for unlimited supercharging and the referral program's over. I guess Tesla decided to wait because they needed to give an incentive for people to keep buying cars now, since anybody who was ready pretty much bought one while unlimited supercharging was still available. So here's the incentive. Now a 100D is available. Day late, dollar short. I wonder if they're going to offer some pack upgrades for older cars. If they are, that'd be awesome. Maybe pack swapping. Someone got to get a new 100 pack, swap it with an older car. Who knows? So that is it. I will cover some more later, and we pretty much that is all. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. Playoffs and Super Bowl are coming soon. Well, playoffs, Packers versus, I think it was the Falcons. Don't remember. Smile, cheese.